I'm Scotty Winch. I just want to say a brief word about where I was in my life and where the Opening Doors program funded by the United Way has brought me. I want to highlight where I was in my life, if you want to call it that. After coming home from a mission trip in Ghana, West Africa in 1997, the anti-malarial drug Lariam, or methylquin, combined with the depression I had as a young man, wrecked my brain chemistry. I couldn't sleep day or night for a month, and my parents didn't know what to do with me. Then I tried to commit suicide and had to watch my brother come home from Mississauga in tears after this attempt on my life. I should have died. I was rushed to London, Ontario to University Hospital for help for my mental health. In 1997, there was not much known about how to treat mental illness or awareness like today. I was diagnosed with paranoid schizoaffective disorder. This was the beginning of 16 years of pure hell. Hell was my reality. My life was a nightmare. Over 16 years, I bounced around from lockdown psych ward to lockdown psych ward, from hospital to hospital. I had 8 psychiatrists. I was put on a long list of medications that made me feel like a zombie. Finally, I was put on a medication called clozapine, which helped some, and as a side effect gave me great sleep. This was huge. And at another time, I put on 150 pounds in hospital in less than 2 years. At one awful point, I spent 2 years trapped in my bedroom in my apartment, only leaving but to eat. I was sleeping 20 hours a day, had no job, little education, and had been separated from my family. I thought my life was in danger and people were after me. I was paranoid and afraid. I wouldn't go anywhere, Tim Hortons, the mall, even the grocery store if I could avoid it. Then I moved back to Sarnia in 2010, merely existing in life. My mom got me golfing, which was therapy for me. Then in October of 2012, my caseworker with CMHA told me about Amy Donnell's program, Opening Doors, a free physical activity and healthy eating program for adults living with mental illness. Over my 16 years of hell, I stopped caring about what I ate and how I took care of my body. I would sometimes even miss my psychiatrist appointments. I really didn't care. 2 weeks after first attending the program, walking my dog Maya in the snow on January 27, 2013 at 10 o'clock in the morning, I had my breakthrough. I was released from my prisons and demons. This young lady, Amy Donnell's program, Opening Doors, supported by the United Way, meant everything to me. We had exercise classes including Zumba, basketball, volleyball, stretching and relaxation, lacrosse, ice skating, swimming, resistance band training, walking the 5-kilometer color run in London for charity, also cooking classes, and life skills lectures, an amazing trip to Grand Bend to play putt-putt golf, have lunch, and see the 60s British Invasion musical at the Huron County Playhouse. This is what we do at Opening Doors. This is how I fill my days. I could go on about the program if time would allow. Book it, whatever the Opening Doors program was doing, I was there. The socialization aspect of the program I've grown to love, building friendships with my peers, and I am so proud of them for their stories and courage, triumphing over mental illness in their lives. I now have my life back, and I've lost 40 pounds since January 2015. I now have awesome energy, balance, and flexibility. My whole life revolves around Opening Doors. I've now been in recovery for 3 years. Opening Doors was a critical stepping stone for me having acute mental illness. I now am an advocate for CMHA, Canadian Mental Health Association, and speaking in high schools in Lambton College telling my story. Our goal, dignity for those living with mental illness, break the stigma and encourage early intervention. Just like cancer, early intervention usually means a better outcome. The same is true with mental illness. Early help is key. We also want to stop the suicide of our young and old. Next, we want to get the 60% of those with a likely mental illness who won't seek care and help for fear of what their family, friends, or coworkers would think. When I talk to my friends from Virginia Beach, Virginia, USA, they tell me in that part of the United States, there are no programs like Opening Doors. They are desperate for help like this. I think we can see in the evening news the awful stories, how desperate a program like Opening Doors is needed across all of North America. Thanks goes to the United Way. You have changed my life forever through the Opening Doors program, and I pledge to pay it forward to help others how you have helped me. We can be the difference. Thank you for listening. I'm very grateful.